Wikipedia is an example of how we can sometimes have nice things. It calls itself the free encyclopedia, and typically you'd expect to get what you pay for, yet here's a collection of over 6 million articles in English alone, crowdsourced from over 120,000 editors. Who are these editors? It turns out, anyone with the internet can edit, and you could become one yourself. Editors contribute cited information to written articles, upload images that are free to use, make corrections to existing articles to improve the spelling, grammar, and readability, fact-check claims made on the website, repair vandalism, mediate disagreements between other editors, answer questions, translate articles, and so much more. If you see something on Wikipedia, it was likely put there by a volunteer editor. These folks also work in the background to manage and make the work of others run smoothly. If any of that sounds interesting to you, check out Wikipedia's own Introduction to Contributing to Wikipedia page, which will walk you through everything you need to know. While you can edit anonymously without an account, it is publicly tied to your device's IP address, which can be used to find your physical location. Creating an account gives you access to special features and preferences, notifications, and more advanced editing tools. Once you've had an account for around 4 days and made 10 edits, you can start new articles, rename pages, upload images, edit semi-protected pages, and gain some administrative permissions. After 30 days and 500 edits, you will also be allowed to edit pages that require even higher permissions. Wikipedia itself encourages its editors to do whatever they think will make the site better. If you make mistakes, there are usually other editors around to fix it. Most of the time, past versions of the page are saved and can be corrected back if necessary. Or, if you would prefer, each page has a talk forum where editors can post possible suggestions. Written edits themselves can be done using a visual editor or wiki markup. The visual editor works a lot like a word processor or blog post editor, allowing you to see what the edit looks like in real time and to click on buttons to automatically cite sources or format text. On the other hand, wiki markup allows you to use symbols like brackets and asterisks, similar to a programming language, to format the text, citations, and so on. Wikipedia purposefully and explicitly states there are very few strict rules. Instead, there are 5 fundamental principles called pillars. 1. Wikipedia is an encyclopedia, meaning that it is a reference work and not a political platform, advertising space, or any number of other things. 2. Wikipedia is written from a neutral point of view, meaning that articles should be written without taking sides or advocating for a specific viewpoint. Rather than using personal interpretations, claims should be backed up by citing reliable sources. 3. Wikipedia is free content that anyone can use, edit, and distribute, so no editor owns any article. Contributions can be edited and distributed, and materials used in articles need to respect copyright and avoid plagiarism. 4. Wikipedia's editors should treat each other with respect and civility, acting in the best interest of the website and its values, as well as assuming that others are trying to do the same. Follow Wikipedia etiquette, strive for consensus, and never disrupt the site to make a point. Finally, Wikipedia has no firm rules. While there are policies and guidelines, they may change over time and the exact wording matters less than these principles do. They advocate being bold, but not reckless, and updating articles. Brush up on these things by following the introduction page listed in the description of this video and then get started. If you're not sure where to start, you can visit the Wikipedia Task Center to get a breakdown of what things need to be done, labeled with how advanced the tasks themselves are. Some examples of beginner-friendly tasks include putting articles into proper categories, repairing vandalism, patrolling random articles for issues, fact-checking, and copy editing articles tagged for review. Some tasks use tools like Citation Hunt, which provides a snippet of an uncited claim on Wikipedia and asks whether you can find a source or want to move on to another claim. It starts to feel like a game, and you can learn a lot in the process while supporting a good cause. One of the great things about this hobby is that you can start with just a web browser. If you have access to Wikipedia, you can set up an account and start editing. You can make edits from your phone, laptop, desktop, tablet, or whatever gadget you have handy, and they even have apps for most mobile devices to read and edit articles. Like any research project, there are many ways to access credible sources for free, whether through services like Google Scholar combined with the unpaywall browser extension, or through your friendly local library. But let's say you really want to get invested in the Wikipedia lifestyle. You could delve into one of the other 300 plus languages on Wikipedia. You could start editing Simple Wikipedia, a version of Wikipedia that explains concepts using only simple language. Simple Wikipedia also allows you to add pages to a book creator, which will allow you to order a printed book, including every Simple Wikipedia page you choose. You can upload media files of all kinds to Wikimedia Commons, including during monthly challenges. contribute word definitions to Wiktionary, or explore other Wikimedia projects, including Wikibooks, Wikidata, Wikisource, Wikispecies, Wikiversity, and Wikivoyage. You can also start your own wiki using the same open source software that Wikipedia uses, called MediaWiki. You could even contribute on the code that goes into MediaWiki. The only limit to what you can do, seemingly, is whether you can make a clever play on words on the name of the site. As always, there are links in the description for more information. Thank you all for listening, and as always, I'll see you for my next hyperfixation.